how much US makes every year, how much they spend every year. Because we keep on hearing that, okay, we are spending more than we are making, which is true, by the way. When we are talking about government shutdown, let's briefly look. I got curious, right? I got curious on, okay, how much US makes every year, how much they spend every year, right? What is that deficit? And let's just try to understand where it is going, because we keep on hearing that, okay, we are spending more than we are making, which is true, by the way. So let's look into that. So how much US makes? So source of revenue, so this is I pulled just from the treasury website. So every year, like, the total revenue comes around 3.97 trillion dollars. So majority of it comes from income taxes, which uh, takes about 49% of the total revenue collected. Then you talk about social security and Medicare taxes, corporate income taxes, other taxes. So majority of the income that US makes come from these taxes that they levy upon different places, different institutions, individuals, etc. So let's look into the where the money is going right now. So 23% goes into social security, 15% goes into healthcare, then 13% goes into national defense, Medicare, income security, and so on and so forth. So if you look into pure dollar amount, around 1.24 trillion dollar goes into social security, then around 812 billion dollar goes into healthcare, right? And around 736 billion dollar goes into national defense. And then you see this list here. You can check it out from the treasury website. uh, let's talk about deficit. What it is looking like. uh, so you are making less, you're spending more, your deficit keeps on going up, right? So really, where you want to be is you want to reduce that deficit. If you want to keep things like, okay, I want to keep the US credit rating intact, right? You need to keep this deficit in check, because every time this deficit goes up, it will keep on going up unless you do something about it. Again, I'm not a politician, I'm just a regular consumer, and I see that, and it concerns me. What do you think that, how government should spend, where they should make cuts? Let me know your views, and I'm curious about that, because I think there's a lot of places that they can cut, and they can spend less to keep everything in check. uh, Now let's talk about the impact of this whole government shutdown on US stock market. So in past government shutdowns, right, there has not been like there was not much of an impact on stock market, and in fact in some of the cases the stocks actually went up. So I'm looking at some of the numbers here. Back in 2018, when the shutdown happened, the stock market actually gained 10% after that. So looks like there is not much of an impact on the stock market. In fact, it does better, at least from what I'm seeing from the data. When government shutdown happens, actually it's good for stock market. So we will know how, like, if it really happens, and then how stocks will go up or down. We will see that in coming days. But when I look into outliers dashboard right now I'm seeing most of the sectors and indexes are downtrending. So it's in that downtrend. But if I look at S&P 500, right, it has been going like in that downward. It's in that downward momentum, right? But I am seeing that investor fear is building up, and we will know in coming days, weeks, how this trajectory changes, like whether trajectory changes in next few days, few weeks, but it will change in coming weeks. So we will keep an eye on these sectors and indexes on how everything is going. But that's all for today, and thank you all for joining. Let me know if you have any comments or questions, or comments around this government shutdown. I'm curious to know, what do you guys think about it?